For those of us who work at the EPA, this is our day, and congratulations for the stellar work that you do and the important work you do. This is actually the 38th Earth Day. It was in 1970. I was in high school. Some of you know this story. I organized my high school on the first Earth Day. We cleaned up trash alongside the railroad tracks. We took it to a local landfill. We were very proud of ourselves until about 15 years later when I was in Washington, D.C. as the Deputy Assistant Administrator for the Office of Solid Waste and Emergency Response, was looking at the list of new Superfund sites and noticed that the local landfill I took it to was on the list of NPL sites. Thus making me, I believe, don't listen Bob Kaplan, a responsible party. So no good deed goes unpunished. But think about how far we have come through your good efforts and those of all the people who are dedicated to protecting our environment over the last 38 years. This year, we're issuing across the Great Lakes states an unprecedented challenge to people. We're asking them to collect 1 million pounds of electronic waste and 1 million pills that need to be properly disposed of. And think about where we were 38 years ago. The issues then were things like the Cuyahoga River burning, Burn On Big River, the Randy Newman song. There were issues like turning on your lights when going around the south side of Lake Michigan because of the pollution, the air pollution from all the iron and steel mills. Well, those issues we've dealt with and dealt with appropriately and well, with many thanks to my colleagues here at Region 5. But look at the new issues we're facing, ones we didn't even anticipate in 1970. Electronic waste, cell phones, computer screens, all of the gadgets that we've come to rely on that are new and that we've never used before. And now this new emerging issue, the one that we really don't know as much as we need to know about, but we're just starting to focus on, pharmaceuticals in our water supplies, our drinking water. And so this is a really important thing, I think, that we're doing in terms of issuing this challenge to the citizens of the Great Lakes to collect unused and unwanted electronics and pills to make sure that the toxics don't go into our river and water bodies and to the Great Lakes. This is an important thing I think we're doing in terms of protecting the Great Lakes and raising public awareness. Today I'd like to thank, as we kick off this event here at the Metcalf Federal Building, our federal partners. We're co-sponsoring this event with the U.S. Postal Service. General Services Administration has cooperated with us in terms of providing space for the event. We work closely with the City of Chicago and the State of Illinois to establish this collection event, and we're being assisted by the Chicago City Police Department to make sure that the unwanted medications that we're turning in today are properly and legally disposed of. So I want to thank all of them for joining us in doing this, as well as my colleagues on the Federal Executive Board for their support as well. Well, as I said, we're doing something unprecedented this year. We've decided to reach out to the public who cares so deeply about the Great Lakes, as we saw last summer when we heard the outpouring of their concern about pollution going into the Great Lakes.